When your child refuses dinner again, you probably do what most parents do. You might beg, you might bargain, or you might find yourself cooking a second meal: mac and cheese, nuggets, toast, anything, just to get something in their stomach. But here's the hard truth: every time you do that, you're actually training your child to refuse dinner more. Because when your child says, "I don't like this," and you immediately offer a new option, they learn one powerful rule: refusal works. It's not because they're trying to manipulate you, but because their brain is wired to repeat whatever gets results. Most of these dinner battles actually come from three very common mistakes. First, backup meals. The moment you cook something else, you've rewarded the refusal. So tomorrow, they'll refuse even faster. Second, pressure. Just one more bite. Try it for mommy. Even the most gentle pressure can trigger something called the control paradox. The more you push, the more they resist. Toddlers are biologically built to protect their autonomy. Third, grazing. A few snacks at PM, a granola bar in the car, some juice while they're playing. It feels harmless, but it removes the one thing that makes kids willing to try new foods: real hunger. Now, it's important to understand your child isn't being bad or stubborn. Their brain is just doing normal child brain things. One of those is neophobia, a fear of new foods. To a little kid, new tastes and textures can feel genuinely risky. That's biology. The second thing is control. The more they feel forced or pushed, the more they'll push back. And the third is their appetite cycle. If they snack all day long, they simply don't arrive at the dinner table hungry, so dinner becomes a fight instead of a meal. This is where French parents often do something very different. They tend to follow one simple, powerful rule: one family, one meal. There's one dinner served, with no alternate options. Parents decide what, when, and where food is served. And the kids? They decide whether and how much to eat. That clear structure completely removes the negotiation and the power struggle from the table. But this rule only works because of two key pillars that support it. Pillar number one is the polite taste. In many French households, kids aren't forced to finish their plate, but they are expected to at least taste the food just one single bite. And the language they use is crucial. It's not, "You have to eat your broccoli." It's, "You don't have to like it, but you do have to taste it so your tongue can learn." Then, you can use sensory talk to keep the situation calm and curious. Is it crunchy or is it soft? Salty or sweet? This little shift turns tasting from a chore into a moment of curiosity, not pressure. It's a numbers game. Kids often need 8 to 15 exposures before they'll accept a new food. Most parents give up after just 2 or 3 tries. The second pillar, and this is the real secret, is the hunger window. French kids don't graze. They eat their meals. They have a structured snack time in the afternoon, and then this is key: they have a solid 2 to 3 hour gap before dinner with no food. Only water is allowed, because without genuine hunger, the entire system fails. Hunger is the engine that drives a willingness to try new things. So, here's what this looks like in real life. You serve one balanced dinner for the whole family, but you make sure to include one safe food on the table, something you know your child will eat, like some plain rice, bread, a piece of fruit, or yogurt. There are no backup meals. Your child looks at their plate and says, "I don't like green beans." You stay completely calm and say, "You don't have to like them. You just have to taste them." One bite. They take the bite. They probably make a face. You don't react emotionally. Instead, you get curious. You ask, "What did you notice? Was it soft or crunchy?" You thank them for tasting it, and then you simply say, "Now, you can choose what you want to eat from what's on the table." If they only eat the safe food and skip the vegetables, that's okay. It's still progress because the exposure happened. Their brain registered the food. But what if they barely eat anything at all? This is where your resolve is tested. You don't rescue them with a late-night snack. You calmly clear the table and say, "Okay, dinner is all done. Breakfast will be in the morning. Now, if you decide to try this, don't quit after 2 days." The first 3 days are the testing days. Your child is going to push your boundaries to see if you will break and go back to the old way. Don't break. Stay consistent. By the end of week 1, you should notice dinner getting a little bit easier. By week 2 or 3, the battles will likely drop off significantly. And within a month, many kids start trying new foods without being chased or begged. You're not forcing them to eat. You are creating the conditions where eating happens naturally. You're providing structure, calm boundaries, and the most important ingredient of all, real hunger. So, if your child is refusing meals constantly, The bigger problem might not be what's happening at the dinner table, but what's happening between meals. To learn more about that, click on our next video, where we break down the 3 common mistakes most parents make that kill their child's appetite without even realizing it. Thanks for watching.